Welcome to the National Science and Math Quiz. Salma?
5.4 watts.
You're right.
Even function.
You're right. KNUST Senior High School. Congratulations on winning the contest. Welcome to the quarterfinals of the 2016 edition of the National Science and Math Quiz. Today's contest is an all-Methodist school contest. We have Wesley Girls High School, Mfantsipim School, and Prempeh College. Wesley Girls High School. Wesley Girls High School is represented by
Alberta Nana Abba Fletcher, final year. Alberta Uswanson, final year.
You are very welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so there's a bit of information I have here. Your school is the country's oldest girls' school.
Yes, please, that's right.
Wow. All right. Does that change anything about today's contest?
Not at all.
No. Okay. And your expectations then?
Yeah. Robert Haley once said that everything remains theoretically impossible until it is done. So today, once again, we say Elta Ruta Delightata, which we are empowered to do the impossible.
Best wishes to you.
Thank you.
Mfantsipim School. Mfantsipim School is represented by
Victor Makafi Azuma.
You are very welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
All right, these gentlemen told me that they don't want to talk today, so I should not disturb them with any questions. So I will make my statements. Is that all right?
Yes, please.
Okay. So in Mfantsipim School, you are also the oldest boys' school in the country. Okay, I won't talk to you. I will face the audience. The oldest boys' school in the country. They are past winners of the National Science and Math Quiz. That was in 1999 and 2014. Since they don't want to talk, I leave the rest to your imagination. Best wishes. Prempeh College. Prempeh College is represented by
Godfrey AJ, final year.
Randy Osei, final year.
You are very welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. So now, since I was saying so many things about the other schools, I better say something about you too. Prempeh College. Oh, very interesting stuff. First thing is that you are reigning champions. Now, the other things that other people may not know well is that the first batch of students to attend Prempeh College, together with your current headmaster, all came from Mfantsipim school. Prempeh College, does that change anything today? Does it change anything today? No. Okay, so the expectations.
The perfect will of God shall prevail.
Best wishes to you. Contestants are ready. Some are here to do the impossible. Some are waiting for the will of God. Some will remain silent. But we are ready to go. Before I sit down, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is proudly produced by Primetime Limited. We are supported by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We also have support from RMG Ghana Limited, a leading agro-input company, and the Duanehine locally produced rice by Wenko. My beautiful fabric comes from GTP. Thank you. My name is Dr. Elsie Efa-Kaufman. I am a senior lecturer in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, University of Ghana. I'm your quiz mistress. Contestants, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds. The first round is a round for fundamental concepts. Simple, direct questions requiring simple, direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If the answer is right, a bonus point. If the answer is incorrect, it fetches a penalty point. For questions that require calculations, you have 30 seconds to present an answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have 10 seconds to do so. All questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. For the first set of questions, you are going to have 30 seconds. I have a preamble after which I will come to you, Prempeh College. Preamble to all schools. 2 circles have radii of 20 centimeters and 13 centimeters respectively. Find the distance between their centers if that's a preamble. Now, Prempeh College. The circles are concentric. Yes, Godfred?
20 centimeters.
That's incorrect. For bonus. John?
7 centimeters. 7 centimeters.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 0 centimeters. Concentric circles have the same center. With the same preamble in Mfantsipim school, the circles are tangent externally. Yes, John?
33 centimeters.
Yes. With the same preamble, the circles are tangent internally. Yes, Alberta?
7 centimeters.
Yes. Give the formula for Epsom salt. Yes, Randy?
MgSO4.7H2O.
Yes. In Mfantsipim school, give the formula for slaked lime. Yes, Victor?
Ca into brackets OH subscript 2 solid.
Yes. Give the chemical formula for marble. Yes, Alberta.
CaCO3.
Yes. Prempeh College. What arises from lateral meristem activity in plants? Yes, Godfred.
It results in secondary growth, which leads to the production of secondary tissues.
Okay, I'll give that to you. The end result of all of that is the growth in thickness of the plant. In Mfantsipim school, what is the function of apical meristems? Yes, Victor.
Apical meristem causes primary growth and causes growth in the height of the plants.
Yes. Wesley girls, what is the primary function of the style in a flower? Yes, Nanaba.
The style in the flower connects the stigma to the ovary of the pistil. And also, it serves as the space for which the pollen tube can grow when the pollen grain lands on the stigma, so it can reach the ovary.
No, for a bonus. Yes. Godfred.
It bears the stigma in a most suitable position to receive pollen grains.
Yes. How much charge is stored by a 5 microfarad capacitor, which is held at a potential difference of 40 volts? Randy.
2.0 times 10 to the power minus 4 coulomb.
Yes. How much energy is stored by a 5 microfarad capacitor, which is held at a potential difference of 40 volts? Yes, Victor.
4 millijoules. 4 millijoules.
Yes. What is the potential difference across a 50 microfarad capacitor when it stores 800 microcoulomb? Yes, Nanaba.
16 volts.
Yes. In a course, a student gets grade C if his average in 4 tests is between 50 and 60. Find the range of score X on the 4th test to ensure a grade of C, given that. Did you get the preamble? All right. So, Prempeh College. A student scores 65%, 55%, and 45% in the first 3 tests. Yes, Randy.
The student has to score between the, he has to score 35, between the range of 35 and 75.
I'm going to give you 2 out of 3. With the same preamble, a student scores 70%, 60%, and 55% on the first 3 tests. Yes, Victor.
The student should score between 15% and 55%.
I'm giving you 2 out of 3 also. Wesley girls, with the same preamble. A student scores 60%, 50%, and 40% on the first 3 tests. Yes, Alberta.
Check. The student should score between 50% and 90%.
2 out of 3. Okay. Now, this was the form of the answer. This is a math problem, right? So you need to be mathematical in your thinking. I gave you that the parameter is x, right? Okay. So the right answer for you would have been x such that 35 less than x less than 75. For you, x such that 15 less than x less than 55. And for you, x such that 50 less than x less than 90. That's the proper way of giving the answer. All right. Prempeh College. Metals are said to consist of layers of cations with mobile electrons in between these layers. Which physical properties of metals are easily accounted for by this description? Yes, Randy?
Malleability and ductility.
2 out of 3. Yes, metals are ductile and malleable. There's another one. Metals conduct electricity easily. Conduction of electricity. Mfantsipim school. Why is it that graphite, an allotrope of carbon, can conduct electricity, although carbon is a non-metal? Yes, Victor.
Graphite is sp2 hybridized and hence has a free pi electron, a free pi orbital. So due to the presence of the free pi orbital, it's able to conduct electricity because the pi orbital can accept electrons So the pi orbital can accept free electrons and allow the movement of free electrons through the graphite.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. Okay. For completeness, see, graphite is made up of fused hexagonal ring of carbon with free electrons. You were right in that. Now, the free electrons form layers above and below this. And so when you apply a potential difference, those electrons can move very easily. And that is the reason. Why are iron and steel articles chromium plated? Yes, Nanaba.
Iron and steel articles are chromium plated because iron, in the presence of air and moisture, can be oxidized to Fe3+, that is rusting. And steel contains a percentage of iron too. So it can also be oxidized and hence have a deformation of its state. So they are chromium plated to prevent this oxidation. So chromium is sort of a protective layer to prevent the iron and the carbon particles, and the steel particles from getting rusted.
Okay. A young tadpole has a long and coiled intestine. What type of diet is it adapted to? Godfred.
It is adapted to herbivorous diet because it feeds on cellulose.
What is the most important function of the jelly-like substance that surrounds the eggs of toads? Yes, Victor.
The jelly-like substance that surrounds the eggs of toads prevents dehydration and also prevents predators from eating it.
I'm going to give you 2 out of 3. You saw how I was stressing the most important. So it reduces the chances of the eggs being eaten by predators. That's the second one you said. Then you added something else. What name is given to the stage in the life cycle of Plasmodium in which it lives in mosquitoes and is injected into humans? Yes, Alberta?
Sporozoids.
Yes. Determine the magnitude of the acceleration produced by a 30 Newton and a perpendicular 40 Newton concurrent force on a 10 kilogram object. Yes, Godfred?
5 meters per second squared.
Yes. A 2-kilogram block on a flat horizontal surface is pulled by a 50-Newton horizontal force. Find the magnitude of the acceleration of the block if the kinetic friction force on it is 10 newtons. Yes, Victor?
20 meters per second squared.
Yes. Two perpendicular forces act concurrently on a 5-kilogram object, moving with an acceleration of 5 meters per second squared. Find the magnitude of the second force if one of them has magnitude 20 newtons. Yes, Alberta?
25 Newton.
That's incorrect. Yes, Randy?
15 Newton.
Yes. Determine if the 3 points, A, B, and C, lie on the same line. Did you get your preamble? All right. Your points, Prempeh College. A has coordinates 2, 5. B has coordinates -2, -5. And C has coordinates 4, 10. Randy?
They lie on the same line.
Yes. A has coordinates 2, 1. B has coordinates -8, -1. And C has coordinates -3, 0. Yes, Victor?
They don't lie on the same line.
That's incorrect. They lie on the same line. Your points. A has coordinates 1, 2. B has coordinates 2, 4. And C has coordinates 4, 2. Yes, Alberta?
They do not lie on the same line.
Yes. Preamble to all schools. Rhizobium bacteria live in the root nodules of certain plants. That's the preamble. Prempeh College. What type of ecological association exists between the bacteria and the plant? Yes, Randy?
Mutualism.
Yes. With the same preamble. Give one benefit that the bacteria obtains from the association. Yes, Victor?
The bacteria receives a good habitat for survival because it's found within the roots.
Give one benefit that the plant obtains from the association. Alberta?
The plant receives nitrogen from the rhizobium because it fixes nitrogen into the soil.
Yes. Last set of questions for the round, 30 seconds. Prempeh College. The distance between 2-point charges is changed from 0.5 meters to 0.25 meters. By what factor does the force on the charges change? Yes, Randy?
The force changes by a magnitude of 4.
Yes. Suppose the charge on one of 2 charges were doubled. How must the distance between them be changed to maintain the same force between them? Yes, Victor?
The distance between them must be changed by 1/2 to maintain the distance between them must be changed by a factor of 1/2.
That's incorrect. We're bonus. Increase the distance between them by a factor of square root of 2. Last question, Wesley girls. The dome of a Van de Graaff generator is spherical with a radius of 0.2 meters and it carries a net charge of 2 microcoulomb. A speck of dust on the surface carrying a charge of 1 nanocoulomb is repelled to a distance of 0.4 meters from the center of the sphere. Find the ratio of the final to the initial force on the speck. Yes, Alberta?
1:2.
That's incorrect. For bonus. Did they make it? Go ahead.
1:4.
Yes. That's the end of the first round.
Welcome to the good life of agriculture with RMG Ghana Limited. Experience our quality crop protection products, seeds, fertilizers, irrigation equipment, and technical expertise to increase your yield. RMG Ghana Limited, agriculture on a sustainable basis.
At the end of the first round, Wesley Girls High School has 23 points. Mfantsipim School has 23 points. Prempeh College has 33 points. Well done, contestants. Well done. Round 2 is known as a speed race. The questions in this round are presented to all 3 schools simultaneously. For an opportunity to answer a question, you need to ring your bell. May I hear your bell, Wesley Girls? Thank you. Yours, Mfantsipim. Thank you. And yours, Prempeh College. Thank you. If you ring and answer correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. And on the third attempt, 1 point. For questions that require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present an answer. If there are no calculations, you have a maximum of 10 seconds. Best wishes to all 3 schools. Find the work done by a 50 Newton force whose point of application undergoes a displacement of 4 meters. Yes. Which of you? Victor?
200 joules. 200 joules.
No. I continue. At an angle of 60 degrees. Yes, Godfred.
100 joules.
Yes. What is the photon energy in electron volts at the series limit of the Lyman series of hydrogen spectral lines? Yes, Victor.
Negative 13.6 electron volts.
That's incorrect. You rang. Go ahead. Randy.
Negative 3.4 electron volts.
No. Which of you? Alberta.
0.
No. The right answer is positive 13.6 electron volts. What is the range of a projectile launched with a speed of 40 meters per second at an angle of 15 degrees above the horizontal? Yes, Victor.
80 meters. 80 meters.
That's, what did you say again?
80 meters.
No. Alberta.
Is it 2G? 1 meter.
No. Yes, Randy.
80 meters. 80 meters.
Yes. Which 2 major groups of organisms make up the bulk of the decomposers? Yes, Victor.
Fungus and bacteria.
Yes. State the means by which humans become aware of a stimulus. Yes, which of you? Randy.
Adaptation.
That's incorrect. Who rang next? Nanaba.
Nervous impulse or nerve transmission.
I'm not accepting that. You also rang. Yes, Victor.
Sensory recognition.
I'm not going to accept that. What I expected was the nerve impulses travel from a receptor to the brain. In herbaceous terms, under what condition do parenchyma cells normally serve? Yes, Victor.
When they are turgid.
Yes. Carbonium ions are ions containing positively charged carbons. Which carbonium ion is more stable? Yes, Godfrey.
Tertiary carbonium ion.
No. I continue. Methyl or ethyl? Yes, Victor.
The most stable one is ethyl carbonium ion.
Yes. What accounts for the greater stability of the ethyl? Yes, Victor.
The greater stability is due to the electron donating effect of the ethyl group on the carbon. That is, the other carbons donate more electrons onto it so as to stabilize it and reduce the electron density.
Complete the following sentence. In chromatography, the components of a mixture being separated are distributed. Yes, Victor.
They are distributed across the stationary and mobile phase.
Yes. Find the first three terms of the sequence with the given general term. UN is equal to 2n plus 1. Yes, Randy.
It is 3, 5, 7.
Yes. Determine if the point A with coordinates 1, -1 is on the line 2x minus 3y is equal to 5. Yes. Which of you are better?
It's on the line.
Yes. Find the range of the function. Y is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 5. Yes, Godfrey.
45. Okay, the range is y is such that y is a raw number and y is greater than or equal to 5.
That's incorrect. Nanaba.
Y is such that Y is a member of the set of all real numbers.
That's incorrect. Victor.
Y is such that Y is a member of all real numbers. Y is between -2 and +3.
No. The right answer. Y is such that Y is greater than or equal to 1. And that's the end of the second round. At the end of the second round, Wesley Girls High School has 26 points. Mfantsipim School has 37 points. Prempeh College has 38 points. Round 3. This round has our problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you will have 3 minutes to present an answer from your school. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. Now, let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. The radius of a spherical balloon is increasing at the rate of 0.1 meters per second. Find the rate of increase of the A, volume V, when the radius is 2 meters, and B, surface area S, when the radius is 2 meters. You may leave your answers in pi. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. please stop writing and present your answers. Contestants, please pick up your answers and present them on the boards. The contestants have presented their answers. Before we award them points, let's look at the suggested solution from our consultants. This is a problem of the day in mathematics. Specifically, we are talking about rates of change and application of the chain rule. All right, so we've been told that we have a spherical balloon whose radius is increasing at a rate of 0.1 meters per second. The first part is to find the rate of increase of the volume V when the radius is 2 meters. All right, so this is how to go about it. The rate of change of volume. First, we need an equation for the volume of the balloon. It's a sphere. So the volume is equal to, volume V is equal to 4 pi r cubed over 3. Now we differentiate. dv dt is equal to dv dr multiplied by dr dt. This is the application of the chain rule. And since we know what the equation for V is, we can simply differentiate with respect to r to obtain 4 pi r squared multiplied by dr dt. 2 points for doing this. So for dr dt, that is what we were given, the rate of change. 0.1 meters per second, and we know that the radius is 2 meters. So we substitute. So we have dv dt, which is equal to 4 pi multiplied by 4 multiplied by 0.1. 2 points for this, and then if you successfully do the calculation, you will arrive at 16 pi times 0.1, which is equal to 1.6 pi meter cubed per second, 1 point. The second part of this problem was to find the rate of increase of the surface area S when the radius is 2 meters. All right, so we need an equation for surface area of a sphere. That is, S is equal to 4 pi r squared. Now we apply the chain rule again. We get ds dt is equal to ds dr multiplied by dr dt. When we differentiate our equation, we get 8 pi r multiplied by dr dt. 2 points for doing this. For dr dt equals 0.1, which is what we were given, and r equals 2 meters, which is what we're given, ds dt will be 8 pi multiplied by 2 multiplied by 0.1. 2 points for this. And now you continue with the calculation. You get 16 pi multiplied by 0.1. And so you have 1.6 pi meter squared per second. One more mark, giving a total of 10 points. This is the suggested solution from our consultants. Now, contestants, in Mfantsipim school, well, you were doing something, you started out, you didn't label A or B, you were just doing it, hoping that I will assume what you are doing is in order, right? In any case, you do have the right answer for the increase of the volume when the radius is 2 meters. And so that gives you 2 plus 2 plus 1, that's 5. When we get to the rate of change of the surface area, you were able to set up the equation, you did your substitution, everything was right until the last spot. You forgot the pi, you left pi out. So you have 4 for that, and I'm penalizing you 1 point for just, you know, we had divided the problem into A and B, and you decided to just join everything together. So that gives you 8 out of 10. Now, for Wesley Girls High School and Prempeh College, no problem with our problem of the day. And I am happy to award a perfect score. Well done. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. Round 4. In this round, I'm going to present you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider the statement carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you're right, 2 points. If you're incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case that statement becomes available to the 2 other schools. If a school rings and answers correctly, 2 full points. If the answer is incorrect, it fetches that penalty point. Best wishes to all 3 schools. Solid zinc oxide will dissolve in both dilute NaOH and ammonia solution. Yes, Victor?
True.
Yes. Alums are double salts containing unipositive and tripositive cation. Yes, Alberta?
True.
Yes. The metal used in galvanizing steel is aluminium. Randy?
False.
Yes. Many of the structures by which plants reproduce vegetatively are modified roots. Victor?
False.
Yes. Bulbs, stolons, and tubers are examples of modified leaves that allow plants to reproduce vegetatively. Yes, Alberta?
False.
Yes. A male gametophyte of a seed plant develops into a pollen grain. Randy?
It's true.
Yes. The maximum value of the function y is equal to x squared plus 1 is 1.
False.
Yes, Victor?
False.
You're right. The maximum value of the function y is equal to 1 minus x squared is 1. Alberta?
It's true.
Yes. The function y is equal to x cubed has no maximum value. Randy?
It's false.
No. If the distance between the plates of a charged parallel plate capacitor is doubled without losing any charge, the potential difference across the capacitor remains unchanged. Yes, Victor?
False.
Yes. If the distance between the plates of a charged parallel plate capacitor is doubled without losing any charge, the potential difference across the capacitor decreases by a factor of 4. Yes, Alberta?
False.
Yes. If the distance between the plates of a charged parallel plate capacitor is halved without losing any charge, the potential difference across the capacitor increases by a factor of 2. Randy?
False.
Yes. In a voltaic cell, the essence of a salt bridge is to allow the electrolytes to mix over a period of time. Yes, Victor?
True.
No. The salt bridge, it completes the circuit to allow flow of electrons. Wesley girls, in a voltaic cell, chemical energy is converted into light energy. Yes, Alberta?
False.
Yes. In voltaic cells, the electrodes always play a role in the chemical transformation. Yes, Randy?
False.
Yes. The structure and spacing of gill rakers in fishes determine the size of food particles trapped and correlates with feeding behavior. Victor?
True.
Yes. Fishes with densely spaced, elongated comb-like gill rakers are less efficient at filtering tiny prey. Alberta.
True.
Oh no. Carnivorous and omnivorous fishes often have more widely spaced gill rakers with secondary projections. Yes, Randy?
It's false.
No. That's a true statement. Last set of statements for the round. When an object falls from rest, it falls the same distance in the first second as in the following second. Yes, Victor?
False.
Yes. When an object falls from rest from a high cliff, its speed changes by a smaller amount in the first second than in the following second. Yes, Alberta?
False.
You're right. Last statement. When an object falls vertically with a non-zero initial speed, its speed changes by the same amount in the first second as in the following second. Randy?
It's true.
Yes. And that's the end of the fourth round. At the end of the fourth round, Wesley Girls High School has 49 points. Mfantsipim School has 58 points. Prempeh College has 58 points. The contest will be decided in this fifth and final round. Round 5. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddles. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. In order to solve the riddle, you need to ring your bell. May I hear your bell, Wesley Girls? Thank you. Yours, Mfantsipim. Thank you. And yours, Prempeh College. When you ring, the answer must be ready. There are 4 riddles. First one. I am a rather simple device, a transporter, you may say. From one vessel to another, my cargo is always fluid. The destination always lower than the port. Yes, Victor?
Siphon.
You're right. I am an isopod crustacean. I have a shell-like exoskeleton which I must progressively shed as I grow. I have a lot of common names that vary throughout the English-speaking world. Some of my common names include boat builder, Victor.
Lobster.
No. Cheese log, potato bag, butcher boy, wood bag. I can roll up into an almost perfect sphere as a defensive mechanism. I am not a wood, neither am I. Yes, Godfred.
Wood louse.
Yes. I am a ternary aromatic compound. My molecular formula is the same as the empirical formula. I have a ring in my structure. I am a white crystalline compound with a molecule containing 6 carbons. My only functional group is an OH group. Yes, Victor?
Phenol.
Yes. I am the basic component of a polynomial. I am a simple example of an algebraic expression. I consist of numbers and letters. Yes.
Constant.
No. In biology, I will be a monoculture. Yes.
Binomial. Binomial.
No. 2 of me add up to a binomial, and 3 of me a trinomial. Remember, I am a single term. So who am I? Alberta?
Monomial.
You are right. I read all the clues. 3 points. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. Wesley Girls High School has 52 points. Prempeh College has 61 points. Mfantsipim School has 64 points. Wesley Girls High School, thanks for being here and for giving us a good contest. Best wishes. Prempeh College, thank you for being here and for that great contest. Well done. I like your score very much. Unfortunately, we must say goodbye. Best wishes to you. Mfantsipim School, congratulations on winning the contest. I suppose silence is golden after all. Well done, well done. Please prepare, and I look forward to seeing you in the semi-finals. Viewers, thank you for joining us for this really exciting contest. Nothing like it. Next time, we'll continue with the quarterfinals by bringing you Secondary College, Accra Academy, and SDA Senior High School, Bekwai. Join us then. Thank you. Bye.